Another video on training programming. It's been a while, but here we are. Today we're going to talk about rep speed and how important it actually is if you want to get stronger. So without further ado, let's dive into this video. I actually did not think I would have to make this video, but some people asked questions on this topic in the comments, so I'm just gonna make a full video talking about everything that has to do with speed work. And also, by the way, if you're looking for programs to make your lifts go berserk, the link to my online coaching is down below in the description. But now let's dive into this video. First and foremost, what is rep speed? Rep speed is simply the speed at which you perform a repetition, which is a direct result of the amount of force that you can produce. When we're talking about rep speed, one simple physics formula is actually very important. I'll put it on the screen right now. Force is mass times acceleration. A very simple formula that we all learned back in the day when we were all going to school. If you produce more force, you'll be able to move a certain weight faster. As you decrease the weight, you'll be able to move it faster. And as you accelerate something quicker, that is because you produced more force. That leads us nicely onto the reasons why people want to monitor rep speed. The first reason being that it's a very good way to track your strength progression over a period of time. If you move a certain weight faster 3 months later, that is because you produced more force, and that is because you've actually gotten stronger. The second reason why people monitor their rep speed is because it could be a very good indication of how far away from failure that you actually are. As you progress through a set, the rep speed will slowly decrease, and so if you're let's say on rep number 7 and it's a very slow grinder, the chances of you doing an 8th rep are very low. But if you move your 7th rep like it's nothing, chances are that you will be able to do an 8th rep. So in that case, your rep speed could be a very good indication of your proximity to failure. Now there is a little caveat to this because it does not apply to every single individual. Very experienced athletes will actually move weights very close to their 1 rep max relatively quickly, but when they then increase the weight by, let's say, 5 to 10 kilograms, they might even fail that weight. Then the third reason why people could be monitoring their rep speed is because they want to do speed work. Essentially, people that don't know what this is, it's actually a lot more popular in powerlifting culture. Speed work is using much lighter weights, roughly about 50 to 60% of your 1 rep max, doing doubles, trying to move that weight as fast as you can possibly move it. The reasoning behind it is the same formula that I showed earlier on in this video, so F is M times A. The whole idea behind it is actually as you learn to move weights faster, that means your force is going to go up. Is it legit? Not really, because that is simply not how the human body works. If you want to know all about this, I will link a video of some guy explaining the full anatomy and physiology behind it. Essentially, you simply cannot produce maximal force with very light weights. So the carryover from doing speed work to maximal work is almost nothing. Also, there is a massive difference in technique between maximal weights and very light weights. And also talking about sports specificity, if you're moving reps very fast, that will not be the way that you move heavier weights when you're going for new 1 rep maxes. Any maximal lift will never ever move fast, and so if you're used to moving weights very quickly, doing a lot of speed work, you will not be ready to move a heavy weight very slowly and to really grind out your 1 rep max. And that is why speed work really isn't legit. Once again, if you want to really have a video talking about everything to do with the anatomy and everything behind it, I will link the video in the description box down below. And then the question to end up this whole video is monitoring your rep speed worth it? I personally don't really think it's useful to try and monitor that every single session. Generally speaking, throughout a training block and throughout any kind of training program, rep speed will go up and down. Early on in training blocks, as you're not going anywhere near failure, rep speed should always be a bit higher. On weeks where you're pushing it a bit more, rep speed is going to be lower, especially especially towards the end of sets. So generally speaking, it will go up and down anyway. The only application that I really think is worth it is trying to gauge strength progression over a period of time. But apart from that, it's really not worth trying to bother or trying to think about how fast you're moving certain weights. Just get stronger is essentially what this all comes down to, and that is going to be the full video for today. So if you guys have any more questions, drop them down below as well. Once again, if you're looking for online coaching, my email is down below in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Latest.